Yo, Prof here. If you hear some thundering in the background, we've got some big thunderstorms going on. I had to rescue this from out there. Apparently it's 60 today and it'll be 90 tomorrow. Makes sense why there might be a thunderstorm then. Hopefully we don't get anything like tornadoes or anything. What this is though, is this came direct from Vortex in Taiwan. And this is one of their special edition keyboards from their retro line, which I'm probably going to buy all of if I can muster it, because they're taking old designs and like reproducing them with modern switches and keycaps, but the vibe and look of the original. Okay, that's pretty dope. I don't know if that's inspired by the original keyboard or not. So I don't know. I mean, they definitely gave us a retro vibe. You guys are going to have to tell me down below in the comments if this is inspired by the original box. What this is based on, the KBT-RE, is the IBM PC Junior. Now, this is not a keyboard that I have personally used. They will be making their own take on some Mac keyboards, which, despite being a PC guy, in the 90s, Apple pushed, just like Google did with the Chromebooks, they pushed so freaking hard to be in schools that realistically a lot of my early years, oh dude, that's awesome, a lot of my early years were actually on Macs outside of home. And realistically, I'd say PC-wise, it was probably Windows 95 when I really started using it. KBT-RE Vortex X keyboard KB talking, keyboard talking. 2.4 gigahertz and Bluetooth, so you got 2.4 is left, wired is center, and Bluetooth mode is right. There's some of the key combos. This should also be programmable to some extent. It has RGB? I didn't know that. Definitely not needed in a remake of a classic, but and there we have it in, I would imagine, Chinese. I may be wrong. Correct me if I am. Oh, dude, the branding of the KBT-RE right there with the black, blue, green. That's vibing so hard. Wonder if this is a charge thing or if it's AA's. KBT-68, so yeah, I should have mentioned. I have not the 68 model, the 66 model. And I got it in Cherry MX Milkies, which are white. The white switches. Chinese brands call those Milky switches. I don't know if there's a reason for that, because they're like, normally they would be like Cherry MX whites in any other context. Oh, no fucking way! They got a proper coiled old school cable with it. Dude, I'm gonna have to bring that. I bring this to work tomorrow, so that looks like a switch puller. Yeah. Oh, and then back here we have mods. I don't know if I'll put these on or not. We have colored mods. That's a pretty classic thing to see. I don't know about necessarily being classic on, like I said, the IBM PC Junior, but on older keyboards it really is. Okay, so you got an Allen key, you got a very skinny key puller, and then you have some other modifiers as well. If you're wondering, the red, green, blue mods come from a lot of early keyboards, mainly Cherry. And what they would do is, the reason why you would have it is, say if there was a key combination, like they were showing here, right? If control was always blue or whatever, I don't remember what color is what. But they would just have a guide, like stuck to the computer or the keyboard, saying press blue plus F2 to get print or something. I mean, that's not actually print, but you know what I mean. I am gonna try to keep all the packaging for this because A, that box is fucking awesome, and B, this is probably a keyboard that I will not be using all the time. And keep your original packaging, because the easiest way to store a keyboard is always the original. Oh, and it came with a cover. That was really common actually back in the day, guys. I'm guessing that's just to protect it during shipping, but it was not uncommon. And you could actually get, back in the day, they would have like these silicone rubber things that would go over. Look at that thing. KBT, keyboard talking, or KB talking. We got the ledge. What's that ledge for, guys? That's for a pencil. It was still very common to use, you know, like physical. The computer aided what you were normally doing. Not those AAAs. Yeah, those are AAAs. I gotta get some lithium AAAs in here. Oh, and there's your receiver if you want to use wireless. I gotta use that cable though, just to be fucking awesome. Yeah, let's take a listen. Those are a bit stiff. This is pretty close to my optimal layout, to be truthful. I would make this control, though, probably this function. And I can actually move this key, because normally, if you're wondering, these are both row 1 keys. Fairly often, they're the same profile. I believe they are in this case. We'll have to give that a shot, because what I'll do is I'll actually move. Yeah, well, so the Pixel 6 is much better in the way of video, but in low light, kind of what we got in the office here because of the thunderstorms, it does overheat after a very short amount of time. In the meantime, though, I did figure out that I can program this thing. So I did indeed make, I've pulled the keycap puller out yet, but this key, that key is now function. And then it goes left, down, up, right, which is like Vim arrows. I'm not going to use them. I'll just leave them there so if somebody else does grab the keyboard, they'll have some idea of how to use it. However, they'll be fucked in the way of, that's Windows now, because that's where Windows should be. There's actually a way to do that normally in the normal layout. That's now Control. That's where it should be. Backspace is here. That is now Delete. Then I have print screen, and then that's backslash. Otherwise, I could have done function that. But since I have extra keys over here, might as well use them. And then this is home end, and then function is page up, page down. But this thing looks beautiful. It types like, I'm glad I got whites. Listen to that. It's like a muted tick. You hear that? Like for a stock board. I love the green they chose. I don't think I'm going with any of these extra colors here. And the function I want to put up here. The one annoying thing is that the software is Sketch AF. It's an EXE, but it doesn't download as such. And that's the layout of the 68, which is basically a 65% keyboard layout. The 66, like that is the control key. And then, so like, see there's the Windows key in the middle there. You'd think that would be it because it's right next to Alt. No, that's actually the control key. So it's a little bit weird. You gotta do a little guessing because the interface does not have the slightly different layout of this. But I think this looks so much more. Even if you used it with the arrow keys, you know, like here, like this. I personally won't, just because I'm used to arrow keys in the layer. But this looks so much better with the OG like IBM-esque logo over here. I just programmed it via USB. I haven't tried it on Wi-Fi or Bluetooth yet. Might try that at work since I got my laptop there. But this thing is, I'm so glad I ordered it. And I'm so glad I got whites. I ordered it like I was following this with Vortex. And I got my choice. Now they're completely sold out. Like even these feet, these are like old school rubber feet. I don't even know how to explain them. They're like the thick, heavy rubber, but because this has some heft, like this might not be as grippy, much more durable though. And they did put rubber on the flip out feet, which I don't know if the original would have had. They just feel so solid. I'm not going to use this with any sort of like feet that flip up. That's, in my opinion, it's already got that wedge shape. Toss that. Look at that. Look at that. Use my 60%, right, like that, kind of. I don't know what you guys think, but take a look at that. There you go. There's our box. I think they just got that vibe, and I actually like that it's a little heavier on the typing because the original would have been, you know. So I'm glad I went with whites. I also feel like this needs to be a clicky one because that's what these older keyboards would have been, you know, back in the day. The only one that's a little weird is the spacebar. That's a lot of compared to, you know, your arrow, linear. And then, even though these are dampened very well, like that, they sound real good in my opinion. This though, might have to do something about that. Just look at that visual right there. Beautiful, if you ask me. Well, guys, let me know if you want to know any more about this thing. There's a whole line of them that they're gonna end up having, and I'm definitely in for all of them if I can make it happen. Probably all in the Milkies, you know, like the Cherry Max White, unless they do change up. Because I feel like the Mac one, Apple one, should have Alps if they can make that happen, because that's what it would have had. Depending on the version, it might have had Alps though originally. But the fact that this looks this way, this vibe here, yet it's fully programmable, Cherry MX, like, dude, this thing's Bluetooth and Wi-Fi and USB-C, and it looks like that gorgeous thing. All right, guys, throw the comments down below. Tell me what you guys think. As always, I'm Prof. You can find me over on Twitter as @TheProfosist, And hopefully, hit that subscribe button, throw a like, and we'll see you in the next one. Peace.